Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. While we get a break, let's now take a look at the October standings out east. You look at Orlando, third best record here in the early going. And, of course, the Knicks. They're looking to turn it around down at the bottom of the conference now.
And I think for the Magic, every NBA...
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Green and Jonathan Kuminga were drafted, not out of college, but off the G League's Ignite team for top prospects. They developed, got exposure, and made six figures in the process. Green said it's a new route.
Good story, D.A. Thanks. Greg, I think it's going to be a battle of the boards, a battle of rebounding. And you know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounders.
Well, you know, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, those guys got after it as well as anybody who's ever played.
A look at the Magic starting group. Isaac and Carter manning the post position. Markelle Fultz out there with Green, and it's Mullen in at the three, the small forward. And for the Knicks, Randall and Robinson make up the inside pair. R.J. Barrett is out there with Frazier, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. Barrett, no good.
And while he's dealt with injuries, I still have enjoyed watching the growth of Jonathan Isaac. The guy entered the league, everyone knew he could be a shot blocker, but he does so much more defensively.
Unloads from 13, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
What a smooth-looking release from Kawhi Leonard, doing work in the mid-range. That is his comfort zone.
Lobbed up there for Isaac.
Jonathan Isaac.
.111 left to play here in the first. Now here's Leonard. 11-point game his last outing. And he gets the bucket.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
Carter drives in. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Count that one.
That's two things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
Back to Green. Magic moving the ball around. They get it back.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Frazier with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Randall with the bucket.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randall has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
To the paint. It's stolen by Randall. Passes it to Leonard. Clock at 6. Puts up a three. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Knicks out front, up 2. And Coach Tom Thibodeau has made his mark with this.
He has us all bought in. You can't really add.
Right, we see it every game. They certainly play hard for him.
And getting that level of buy-in that Randall described, where players are ready to run through a wall for you, says a lot about Thibs' ability to galvanize that locker room.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Terrence Ross is out there with Anthony. Then it's Mullen. Then it's Bamba. And it's Okiki in at the 4 spot. Bamba kicks to Ross. It's Anthony with the drive. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Leonard against Mullen. And it's blocked. And they recover it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Miami Heat. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Frazier, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Okeke passes to Mullen. Anthony kicks to Ross. Inside, here's Bamba. Lays it up off the glass. Bamba's got the lead up to 2 now for the Magic.
Well, you see the fluidity in the screen and roll game. Mo Bamba, decisive in his movements, is what allows him to convert.
Here's Frazier. That shot missing. Mullen with the defensive effort. The Magic have gone 2 or 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Barrett. Now Aldridge. Now quickly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Frazier. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, you better keep the 7-footer Mo Bamba away from the cup. What an easy finish.
The shot off that time, and that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Magic lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Thibodeau. Coach, the rebounding differential not in your favor. What do you see?
Well, they're going every time. And we got to put body on people. They go get it.
Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. After a slow start, they turned up in the second quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
Randall and Robinson make up the inside pair. R.J. Barrett is out there with Frazier, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play twice on the pipes.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you.
And the first thing you notice about Green, the next level athleticism, incredible burst off the dribble, and makes smooth adjustments midair.
And one can only imagine what Green will be like, Greg, with a little time.
Still refining his shot release, still working on getting others involved. But we haven't seen a 2-guard into the league with this much potential in quite some time.
He hits the second from the line. Knicks trail by 7. Leonard inside, defended by Mullen.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Green passes to Carter. Back to Green. Going inside, and Green slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Randall dishes to Frazier. Outside Leonard for the three. No good. And Orlando will come the other way. And the pass to Green. Kicks to Mullen. The tray. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. A different look for New York. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Millsap comes in for Julius Randle. And quickly in for Barrett. And a change for the Magic. Anthony's checked in for Mullen. Outside Millsap. New York, no good that time either.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
And a great move by Carter. Carter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Fultz looking around. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Orlando in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
So we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Orlando, the lengthy bigs inside, Isaac and Bamba. Anthony is out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Okiki in at the three.
Boy, a burst of speed from Terrence Ross, his athleticism shining on that particular drive.
And it's Frazier with the ball for the New York Knicks. They trail by 11. Pass to Leonard. Back to Frazier from the arc. The shot will not fall. And Orlando will come the other way. Bamba's shot is off. The Knicks shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Bamba with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
A different look for New York. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Aldridge. Randall comes in for Paul Millsap. And Barrett subbed in for Quickly. And a change for the Magic. Mullins is checked in. 5 on the clock. Looking to get it going. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Leonard.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Anthony finds Ross. Good, nice job down low. And the Magic lead by 11.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Orlando.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was
for Wendell Carter.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And this is where Terrence Ross turns himself into a weapon. Drawing these fouls, getting to the free throw line. He is such an excellent free throw shooter.
At the line, 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Ross.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Now here's Bouknight. He's covered closely, misses the step-back jump shot.
This game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Allman, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.